Hey, said I want come test me. Pick two rock with a sling, might lick off and met like a man from Jesse. Heard that they talking that big talk, lip off, which God, listen, don't vex me. I'ma stand for the Father perpetually, definitely big man, don't get chesty. Any weapon they form, don't stress me. Hey, I'm an Israelite child, no destiny. Separated, he chose and select me. In his raiment, he clothed and he dressed me. Look, without him, my soul will be empty. To the Lord of the hosts, I confess thee. I don't do this for sport or for trendies. Disrespect it'll only get messy. Yeah, they can never take hold of my faith. I'ma stand with my sword at the gate. Holiness to the Lord on the plate. See, your idols ain't holding no weight. I ain't here trying to hold no debate. See, my God ain't no soul to replace. Disrespecting a stone in your face. Look, you must be a fool to
Come here, Charlotte. 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 God, all praises to the Most High, man. Right? For allowing us to come out here yet another Shabbat. To try to wake up the hopeful elect, man, right? So that we can get the hell up out of here, right? Give me the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 1.
This is the book, the first book of Peter chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Wherefore, laying aside all malice,
right,
and all guile,
right,
and hypocrisies,
right,
and envies, and all evil speakings,
right,
as newborn babes.
As what?
As newborn babes.
Right, man, we newborn babes, right? Us waking up to this truth, man. Hey, you born again, right? Read.
Desire the sincere milk of the word.
What did the Lord say?
Desire the sincere milk of the word.
Right, so as newborn babes coming in this truth, man, you want to desire the sincere milk of this word, right? Because a baby needs milk, man, for nourishment. Right? You're not going to have a newborn baby that's born and give him a damn steak. Right? Give him a knife and fork and say, help yourself. Right? Hey, the baby needs to be nurtured. Right? It needs the right vitamins and minerals. Right? Not no formula, right? Artificial formula. He needs that natural breast milk. Right? Right? With those antibodies from the mother. Right? So as newborn babes, we ought to desire the sincere milk of the word. The milk of the word is, amen, is the precepts, is the law, man. Right? You want to have an understanding of the laws of God. Because if you don't understand God's laws, you're not going to understand the Bible. Because the volume of the book revolves around the laws of God.
Right.
Right? So we're about to touch on some of the laws today, man. Right? And Lord willing, you know, you glean some vital information. Right? Give me the book of Leviticus chapter 18 and so on the top.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 18. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
right,
speak unto the children of Israel,
right,
and say unto them, I am the Lord your God.
Right.
After the doings of the land of Egypt.
What did the Lord say?
After the doings of the land of Egypt.
Right, so we just came out of Egypt. The Lord led the Israelites out of Egypt with a mighty hand, right? Using Moses, man. Right? And the Lord is commanding us, after the doings of the land of Egypt, read,
wherein ye dwelt,
right?
Shall ye not do.
Shall ye what?
Shall ye not do.
Right, so we're not supposed to be following the ways of these other nations. We got laws that was given to us to govern ourselves, man. Right, that the Lord gave us, man. Right? Bring that out. Leviticus 6 and 46. 26:46. Salaki.
Bring it out. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 36. 46. Salakia. And ye shall. Salakia.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 46.
Right?
Bring it out.
These are the statutes and judgments and laws,
right,
which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel,
right,
in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses.
right. So we were given the laws, the statutes, and the commandments, and the judgments that comes with breaking these laws and statutes and commandments, right, which we ought to use to govern ourselves, man, right, not after the fashions of the heathens, right. Read that again, King. Leviticus
6:46.
no, it's
18.
verse 2.
Leviticus 18 verse 2.
Right.
Speak unto the children of Israel,
Right?
and say unto them, I am the Lord your God.
Right?
After the doings of the land of Egypt,
Right?
wherein ye dwelt,
Right?
shall ye not do.
Shall ye what?
Shall ye not do.
Hey man, so guess what? After the doings of the land of Egypt, hey, we not supposed to do these things, man. Right? And we about to show you what they was how they was getting down in Egypt. Right? Read.
And after the doings of the land of Canaan,
Right?
whither I bring you, shall ye not do.
Right, so we came out of Egypt. We're gonna be led into Canaan, man. The Lord is commanding us, don't follow the Egyptians in the land in which ye dwelt, and don't follow the Canaanites, man, in the land in which I'm gonna give to you. Right? Read on.
Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances.
Right?
Ye shall do my judgments.
Ye shall what?
Ye shall do my judgments.
Right, we gonna do the judgments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? We gonna execute the judgments that was given to us, man, by the Most High, not by these other nations. Right? And that's the same principle that we're gonna perpetuate until the kingdom comes. Right? Hey, we're not gonna get down with America, man, which is spiritual Egypt, man. Right? Where our people have made themselves accustomed to their ordinances, man, and their laws, man, and they put God's laws to the side, man. Right? And yet they got on the dollar bill, they in God we trust. Hey, they should put in Satan we trust, man, because that's their God, man. Right? Didn't the Lord say Satan is the God of this world, man? Right? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. Right? Hey, man, so, hey, this the world that you guys want to get down with, right? This is the society and the kingdom that y'all want to get down with. Hey, we gonna get down with the scriptures. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible.
Right.
And follow his law statutes and execute the righteous judgments. Right? Read.
And keep mine ordinances.
Right? Read.
To walk therein.
Right?
I am the Lord your God.
Right?
Ye shall therefore keep my statutes,
Right?
and my judgments,
Right?
which if a man do, he shall live in them.
He shall what?
He shall live in them.
Nah, he just gonna do it whenever he feels like.
He shall live in them.
Right, and this is how we get true life. When we follow the law, statutes, and commandments that was given to us by our God. Right? How you going? The creator of heaven and earth is telling you how to get life. How he's gonna give you life, man, to walk in his law, statutes, and commandments, man, and execute his judgments. Right? Read.
I am the Lord. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin,
Right?
to him.
Right? Hey, you're not gonna approach anybody that's near of kin to you, man. Right? That's talking about your nuclear family. Right? You're not supposed to approach anybody sexually, man, in your family. Right? Hey, that's how they was getting down in Egypt. When you study the history. Right? They was having mother, daughter, father, daughter, mother, son relations. Hey, they got down, it don't matter who, man. Right? Right? Read.
To uncover their nakedness.
To do what?
To uncover their nakedness.
Right, so, hey, uncovering nakedness is twofold. Right, but we gonna touch on it, right? Read.
I am the Lord.
Right?
The nakedness of thy father,
Right?
or the nakedness of thy mother,
Right?
shalt thou not uncover.
Right, you're not supposed to try to lay down with your mom and your dad. Right? Hey, that's nasty, man. That's filthy, man. Hey, Esau's known for doing that, man. right? Hey, that's why they got pornography, man. You see all types of stuff, man. Right? Hey, they lay down with beasts, man. Right? Mother-son relationship, father-daughter relationship. Hey, and unfortunately, that takes place in the home, man. That takes place among Israel even till this day, man. Right? You're not supposed to lay down with your near of kin, your mom and your dad. That's filth, man. Right? Read.
She is thy mother.
Right?
Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
Right. Read.
The nakedness of thy father's wife,
right,
shalt thou not uncover.
Right, so now it's going into your father's wife. First it says your mom and your dad. Now that's your mother and your father. Now it's saying your father's wife. Right? That's not your biological mother. You can't have sex with your father's wife. Right? That's your mother-in-law, man. Right? That's an abomination, man. Right? Read.
It is thy father's nakedness.
It is what?
It is thy father's nakedness.
Right, so you have the context of uncovering your mother and father's nakedness, which is their actual self, and then uncovering the nakedness of your father is also uncovering, is sleeping with his wife. That's not your mother, right? And you want to know the difference, man. When it says uncover the nakedness of your thy mother and thy father, meaning you have literal sex with your mother and father, and uncovering the nakedness of your father, right, which is his wife, not your biological mother, right? Read.
The nakedness of thy sister,
right,
the daughter of thy father,
right,
or the daughter of thy mother,
right,
whether she be born at home,
right,
or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover.
Right, so you can't sleep with your sister, man. You can't sleep with your brother, man. Right? Once you guys got the same parents, man, you can't lay with them. Right? I know in the so-called black community, man, or Israelite community, man. Right? Hey, sometimes your mother ain't with your dad no more, and now your sister's all the way over there, man. Right? And now you meet up with your sister. Now you never met this woman before. Now you entice her because she look good, right? And that's your sister, bro. You can't lay down with her, man, right? And that's your brother's sister. You can't lay down with him, man, right? This is an abomination before the Most High. Man. That's incest, man, right? So I don't know how Christians say the laws of God are done away with. So I can do all these things, man. They're not in the 10 Commandments. Right? So I can lay down with my mom, and my daughter can lay down with her father. You can lay down with your sister. You can lay down with your brother. The laws are done, man. Right? Read.
The nakedness of thy son's daughter,
right,
or of thy daughter's daughter,
right,
even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover.
Man, you want to sleep with your grandchild, man. Your grandchildren, man. Right? How wicked is that, man? Old decrepit fool, man. Right? Trying to sleep with your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, man. Right? Which is your grandchildren, man. Right? How twisted can you be to be wanting to sleep with your son's child, man? That's a baby, man. And that's a near of kin, man. Right? Your family, man. Right? These are the things that the Lord is commanding us not to do as Israelites, man. Because these are the things that they were doing in Egypt. So our people was doing these things, man, in ancient Egypt, man. And they doing it in modern Egypt, in spiritual Egypt, man. Right? Babylon the Great. Right? America, man. Right? Read.
For theirs is thine own nakedness.
And that's your own nakedness, man. Right? You uncovering your own nakedness. Right? Read.
The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter,
right,
begotten of thy father,
right,
she is thy sister.
Right, so hey man, you got a mother-in-law, right? Because your father marries a woman that's not your biological mother, and he has a daughter by her, or a son by her. But you can't lay with them, man. That's your father's child, man. That's your brother, man. That's your sister. Right? You cannot lay down with them. That's plain, man. Right? You can't lay down with your mother-in-law or your father-in-law children. That's your father's or your mother's child. Right? Read.
Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
Right?
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister.
Right?
She is thy father's near kinswoman.
Right? You can't sleep with your auntie. Right? You can't lay down with your auntie, which is your father's sister. Right? That's plain. Read.
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother.
Right?
Thou shalt not approach to his wife.
Right? You can't lay down with your uncle's sister. Right? Hey, so you gotta watch your kids. You gotta be careful when you got your kids around, even your own family. Even if, my family ain't in the truth, man, I don't trust them. Right? I don't want to think certain thoughts, man, but hey, the Lord is giving us these laws for a reason. Right? Because the Lord knows that Israel is wicked. Right? Read.
She is thine aunt.
Right?
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law.
Right?
She is thy son's wife.
Right? You can't have sex with your son's wife, man. Right? I seen a video. This dude was dude came home from work. His wife in her booty shorts. Right? And the dad is there in a short ass short sitting in the living room, legs wide open. And he didn't let his son know he was coming over. And his wife didn't say nothing. He popped in the door and kind of called him, man. Hey, what you doing here, man? Didn't I tell you whenever you come into my house, man, you gotta let me know, man? And what you doing in here in the kitchen in them tight ass shorts, man? In front of my dad, man? Right? Why you ain't telling me that she's you coming over here, man? And his wife not even telling him that his dad stopped by. Right? Filthy, man. Your dad trying to sleep with your wife. His daughter-in-law. Right? Read.
Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
Right?
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife.
Right? You can't have sex with your sister-in-law, brother. Right? That's your brother's wife, man. Right? Read.
It is thy brother's nakedness.
Right? Read.
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter.
Right? You can't have sex with a woman and her daughter, man. Right? Hey, the things you see on social media, man. Right? You can't scroll in peace without seeing some filthiness. I've seen videos brothers dating mama and daughter, man. Right? Dude having sex with the mama, and the mama goes out of town. Now he left with the 18-year-old daughter, and sometimes even younger. And he messing with her, man, playing with her, man. And the daughter goes to the mom, hey mom, you know he touched me, he molested me, and she slap her across the face, man. Shut up, don't say that, right? Read.
Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter,
right,
to uncover her nakedness.
Right.
For they are her near kinswoman.
Right.
It is wickedness.
It is what?
It is wickedness.
What are all those sins?
It is wickedness.
Hey, these are abominable sins. Wickedness. Right? It's a wicked thing to have your mother. It's a wicked thing to have your father. It's a wicked thing to have your sister-in-law, man. Your brother-in-law, man. Your auntie, man. Right? Your grandchildren, man. Right? These are wickedness, man. Right? Read.
Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister.
Right?
To vex her.
To do what?
To vex her.
Right, now that one's different. Right? You don't want to take a wife to her sister to vex her. It's not unlawful, right? But you can't vex her, man. Oh, your wife, yeah, my wife is not acting right now, man. I'm a date her sister, right? Just cause she ain't acting right. You want to piss her off, so now you marry her sister, right? You can't do that, brother. Right? Read that again.
Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister.
Right?
To vex her.
To do what?
To vex her.
To do what?
To vex her.
What are the stipulations?
To vex her.
You can't take a wife to her sister to vex her. Right? So you're not going, oh, I'm going to take my sister, my wife's sister to piss her off. Right? You're going to overthrow your house. And that's a sin if you have any malicious intent behind that. Right? Read.
To uncover her nakedness.
Right?
Beside the other in her lifetime.
Right?
Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness.
Right?
As long as she is put apart for her uncleanness.
Right?
Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally.
Right, so it's saying you shouldn't lay down with a woman that's put away with her uncleanness, meaning her menstrual. That's gonna make you unclean, right? Read that again, King.
Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she put apart for her uncleanness.
Right.
Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife.
With what?
With thy neighbor's wife.
Hey, that's a law, man. That's adultery, man. You cannot lie with your neighbor's wife, man. It is thy neighbor's wife. Read.
To defile thyself with her.
To do what?
To defile thyself with her.
Right, you defiling yourself, man. Right? And back then you get put to death. Right? That's adultery, man. Uncovering the nakedness of your brother's wife. Right? Your kinsman's wife. Right? Read.
And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech.
Right? Hey, don't cause your children to be sacrificed to idols. Man. That's what they was doing, man. Right? In Egypt, they would sacrifice children, man, to their gods, man. Right? So you're not supposed to let your children be sacrificed. Hey, they were sacrificing babies, man. Right? To Molech, man. Right? In a furnace, man. To praise the gods, man. Right?
Neither shalt thou profane.
Right, and real fast. Hey, in modern times, that's spiritually, that's allowing your children to celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, man. Right? Valentine's Day, all these pagan holidays. Hey, you sacrificing your children, right? You offering them up to false gods, man, deities, man, right? Damning their souls, man, right? Provoking them to wrath from the Most High, man, right? Hey, the Lord's gonna destroy them, man, and the Lord is gonna destroy you because hey, that's blood on your hands, man, right? Read.
Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
What did the Lord say?
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
Nah, it's okay because America says it's good.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
It should be socially acceptable.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
It's none of our business.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
Hey, you think the prophets was playing that, man?
No way.
You think just because they not your close kin, man, they gonna see you get down and get jiggy, man, and not put you to death, man? Hey, if they saw you doing that, they don't give a damn who you was, man. Right? We can't do that now because hey, hey, man, it's not wise, man. We should, but we can't. Not yet, right? Hey, when the Lord comes back, you think that's gonna be good? Hey, that's why Esau has to get exterminated, man. Because hey, man, it's not in them to do righteously, right? That's why they're gonna get exterminated. Esau cannot not eat pork, or not be a pedophile or a homosexual, man. It's not in him, man. Right? That's why they gotta go, man. Right? Give me Romans chapter 1 and verse 26. Right? Because they say, oh, well, that's the Old Testament. You know, God is an understanding God. right? You know, he knows the heart, right? Read,
Book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 26.
right? Hey man, you a homosexual?
Why?
Are you a homo? Hey, see that? He didn't say no or yes. He says why, right? Are you a homosexual? Yeah or nay?
Yes.
Hey, see that? I've never met a so-called white man that's not a homosexual, right? You believe in God?
Yeah.
See that? Bring that up. Bring that up.
Book of Romans.
What God do you believe? It's the God of the Bible.
It depends.
So what God do you believe?
I wouldn't say anyone in specific.
So you believe in a plethora of gods?
Yeah.
Whatever goes with your filth?
No.
Whatever accepts your ideologies or whatever you want to do.
No, I just think that there's a lot of misinterpretation of a lot of the major faiths, so I don't put myself to any of those major faiths.
I'm asking you, which one do you hold yourself? Where do you hold your standard? Or your moral? Where do you base your morals on? What
Well,
God?
My morals are more with the people and less with God. God's more for faith and hope and
What
thinking above yourself. I believe morals are more with the people, what's good, what helps.
Where do they
people.
get their morals from? Because people you say you based it off from the people. Where did those people get it from?
I'm not saying the people's morals, I'm saying the morals with the people to help them. Whatever is good, whatever helps the people is morally right. It doesn't matter
You still haven't
what
answered the
God
question.
thinks at that
You
point.
still haven't answered the question. You're beating around the bushes. Right? What God do you serve?
I'm actually a minister.
You a homosexual minister. Right? The things you see. And what book or what doctrine do you subscribe to? What book says that it's okay to be a homosexual? What religious book?
Technically, none of them say it's wrong.
So what religion is that? Is it you made it in your basement in the dark?
No, it's just if you go, most of the faith, if you go in there, all the faith that most of them go off of is the whole line, man shall not lay with another man.
Why would you want to live with another man?
Because I want to.
Why?
Nothing wrong with it.
You say there's nothing wrong with it?
No, why would there be?
I beg to differ. Right?
Why would there be?
Can you put two plugs together, or you got to put the plug in the socket for it to get electricity?
Humans aren't as simple as electricity.
What do you mean? It's the same concept. You have to put the prong inside a hole for it to generate electricity. Even that's a basic concept, even using appliances.
So that's what you're doing it for is reproduction.
Can you
but at the
reproduce?
same time,
Can you reproduce?
faith has never
Can
had a
you
problem with
reproduce?
people
Can you get
being
another
with
man
other
pregnant?
people for other reasons.
Did you come on earth because your dad had sex with another man?
No.
So how would you be born if your dad didn't lay with a woman?
I wouldn't. But
Okay,
that
so
doesn't have anything
that
to do-
alone shows you that it's against nature. Even in the
there's
animal
plenty of
kingdom.
animals, creatures. Even if you look in the actual faith, read the Bible, the first thing God told Adam to lay with was another animal.
Was an
Adam
animal?
came back and said,
Prove
"No,
that.
I don't
Show
like
me
the
that
animals."
in the Bible.
Really?
Bring that out. Give me Genesis chapter 2.
Go to Genesis is one of the first things. I forget the exact
Give
line.
me Genesis 1
But
and
it's
26.
God tells Adam to go out into that which he's created, all the beasts to find a thing to lay with.
You lied on
Adam
Adam.
comes back
Let's
and
read it.
says,
Bring that up.
basically says
This
no.
is the book
Hold
of
that.
Genesis.
Genesis 1:26.
Which book are you reading, by the way?
The Bible.
Which one?
You said-
There's 100 different Bibles.
No, it's one Bible. There's different translations.
The book of Genesis, chapter
If
1,
you think there's
verse
only one
26.
Bible,
right?
then you're already making a
And
mistake.
God
in that.
said, let us make man in our image,
He said, let us make man in our image. Read.
after our likeness,
Right?
and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air,
Right.
and over the cattle,
Right.
and over the earth,
Right.
and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
Right.
So God created man in his own image.
He created man in his own image. Read.
In the image of God,
Right.
created he him,
Right.
male and female,
Now Adam and Steve.
male and female,
Which Bible is that, though? I asked you a
created
question.
he them.
Pull up a Bible that says anything different.
I'm asking you a question for once.
You're
Which
not
Bible is
asking,
that?
man. You're not asking. We reading it out the Bible.
Which
You
Bible
say
is
what
it?
Bible is that as if you can pull up another Bible.
If you think there's
That
only one
doesn't say the
Bible,
same
you're
thing.
already confusing yourself. There's 100 different versions of the Bible.
And they all say the same thing.
No, they don't.
So guess what? The Bible is true. You just a damn liar, man.
Right,
And a damn faggot, man.
right.
You can't even tell me which
filthy
Bible
man.
it is. You
Trying to
think
lay
there's
down
only
with
one.
another man.
You're already limiting yourself.
You got women on this earth named Esau.
Especially if it's the
Romans
King
1 and
James
26.
version of the Bible. The
Right,
guy
and
who,
that's why the
let's
Lord
see, didn't
gotta
know
get
how
rid
to
of
read Latin
Because
and
Esau is a
interpreted
filthy
the
beast.
Bible from Latin to a woman in the centuries where women didn't know how to even read or write.
Book of Romans chapter 1 and
Hey, you don't know a
26.
damn thing about the Bible, man. Right? Read.
For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affection.
What is that called?
Unto vile affection.
What is man to man?
Vile affection.
That's a vile affection, man. Right? A man to a man is a vile affection, man. Right? Hey, thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible, man. Right? And I didn't expect no better from Esau, man. He's the vilest man on the planet, man.
That wasn't the walk of shame, that was the walk of pain.
Right? See that? Saying it's okay for a man to lay with another man. Right? Saying he believes in God, and then he switched his mouth, man. Right? I believe in a plethora of God. Then he says, I believe in the morals of the people. Then when I ask him, well, where did those people get their morals from? Now his brain got confounded. Short circuit. Right? Right, read.
Book of Romans chapter 1 and verse 26.
Bring it up.
Bring it out.
For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affection.
Right.
For even their women did change the natural use
Right.
into that which is against nature.
Which is what?
Which is against nature.
Which is against nature, man. Hey, if you look in nature, man, you don't see no damn homosexual animals. You don't see no, even plants reproduce, man. You got the female plant, and then you got the male plant, man. And he plants the pollen on the female plant. That's how you get your fruits, man. Right? I've never seen two male species of plant reproduce. Right? So even in nature itself shows you that, hey man to man or the male species needs a woman to reproduce. Right? Read.
And likewise, also the men,
leaving
the natural use of the woman.
Leaving the what?
Leaving the natural use of a woman.
That's the natural order, man. Right? Leaving the natural order of the woman, right?
Burned in their lust.
What does he have?
Burned in their lust.
Hey, that's Esau, man. Right? Burned in his lust, man. Right? Read.
One toward another.
Right?
Men with men.
Men with what?
Men with men.
Right. He proud too, man. He proud about that thing, man. What's wrong with him? Right? Read.
Working that which is unseemly.
Doing what?
Working that which is unseemly.
Hey, that's a rare thing to see. Right now now you see it every day. Right? Read.
And receiving in themselves
Right?
that recompense of their error.
Of their what?
Of their error.
Of their what?
Of their error.
What is homosexuality?
Of their error.
It's an error, man. Right? A big X, man. Right? Wrong, man. Right? Hey, the Lord says you're going to get recompense, man. Right? It's an abomination, man. Right? Give me 1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 10. 1 Timothy 1 and 10. Read 2 Timothy.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 1 and verse 10.
Right?
For whoremongers,
Right?
for them that defile themselves with mankind.
That do what?
For them that defile themselves with mankind.
Hey, for them that defile themselves with mankind, man. You defile yourself with mankind when you lay with another man. Right? Read.
For men stealers,
Right?
for liars,
Right? Hey, but that's the point, man. They defile themselves with mankind. Right? Bring that, let me see. 2 Timothy. Start at verse 1.
Second, it's the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This know also, that in the last days,
Right?
perilous times shall come.
Right?
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
They shall what?
Be lovers of their own selves.
Right, he love his own self, man. He don't love the Most High. Esau can't love the Most High. It's my enemy. And a lot of our people get down like Esau, man. They hate the Most High, man. Right? Read.
Covetous,
Give me Proverbs 14 and 1.
boasters,
Well, Psalms 14 and 1.
proud,
Right?
blasphemers,
Right?
disobedient to their parents,
Read.
unthankful,
Right?
unholy,
On what?
Unholy.
What is homosexuality?
Unholy.
Read.
without natural affection.
Without what?
Without natural affection.
Hey, without natural affection. Right? So that's not a natural affection. Laying with an animal is not a natural affection. Right? Hey, laying with a man is not a natural affection. Read.
Truce breakers,
Right?
false accusers,
God, you can drop that. Bring that. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 24.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 24.
right out.
For they went astray very far in the ways of error,
Right?
and held them for gods, which even among the beasts of their enemies were despised.
Yeah, that's not good. Go back to Leviticus.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 22.
Without.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. Thou shalt not lie with mankind
Right?
as with womankind.
Right?
It is an abomination.
What is it?
It is an abomination.
Right, it's an abomination. Right? And we know the Most High hates all abomination. Give me that in Sirach. Chapter 15 and verse number 5. Bring that. Wisdom of Solomon 14:24.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 24.
Right?
They kept neither their lives
Right?
nor marriages any longer undefiled.
Right. They kept neither their lives nor their marriages undefiled. Doing all manner of lewdness, man. Right? Read.
But either one slew another traitorously,
Right?
or grieved him by adultery.
Right? Read or grieved him by adultery. Right? And we just read that you're not supposed to sleep with your brother's wife. Read.
So that there reigned in all men,
Right?
without exception, blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation,
Right.
corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men,
Right?
forgetfulness of good terms,
Right?
defiling of souls, changing of kind,
Doing what?
changing of kind,
Now you got damn transgenders. right? Changing of kinds.
That's crazy.
Right now you got men that think they're women and women that think they men. Now she transitioned into a dude, and now they say dudes can get pregnant. That's madness, man. Changing of kinds.
I think they use that.
Right? And then transformer, right? Decepticon. Right? Bring that up, King.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 5.
Right?
Now, she shall exalt him above his neighbors. This is the book, Sirach, chapter 15, verse 13.
Right.
Now, the Lord hateth all abomination.
What did the Lord say?
The Lord hateth all abomination.
Hey, the Lord hated all abomination. Right? Hey, the Lord said if you lay with another man, that's an abominable thing. Are you a homosexual? You don't want to answer, man. Right? Read that again.
The Lord hateth all abomination.
Hey, we just read it. Hey, the Lord said if you lay with another man, that's an abomination. Right? And the Lord hates all abomination. Hey, the Lord hates it. It's an abominable thing in the sight of the Lord. Right? Go back to Leviticus.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 23.
Right?
Neither shalt thou lie with any beast.
What?
Neither shalt thou lie with any beast.
Hey, you're not supposed to lie with no beast, man. Hey, Esau lays with dogs, man. Esau be kissing them dogs, man. Right? Filthy, man. Right? Laying with animals, man, horses. Right? Hey, they beasts themselves, man. Hey, if we lie with Esau, man, you lie with a beast. Right? Read.
To defile thyself therewith.
Right?
Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto.
Right?
It is confusion.
It is what?
It is confusion.
That is confusion, man. You a confused individual if you think it's okay to lay down with a beast. An animal, right? Like what thought process is going through their minds where they think it's okay to lay down with an animal? Right? Read.
Defile not ye yourselves.
Right? And these are things that the Lord has commanded us not to do coming out of Egypt. So they was doing those things, man. Right? Read.
In any of these things.
Right?
For in all these the nations are defiled.
What did he say?
In all these the nations are defiled.
Hey, the Lord is saying that all these other nations are defiled by these things, man, that you just listed. Right? And we should not learn after their ordinance and ways. Right? Because they do these things, man. Right? Read. And that's why a lot of our people get down with it now. You got Jake, got buck break, man. Right? And now his children grow up effeminate, man. Now they getting touched, man. Right? At a young age, man. Right? Like men. Right? Seeing it on social media, they desensitize them to homosexuality. Right? And men go to prison, man, and they come out homosexuals. Right? Read.
Which I cast out before you.
Right?
And the land is defiled.
And the what?
And the land is defiled.
What is Babylon?
And the land is defiled.
This land is defiled, man. Not only with blood, but with lewdness. Right? All these so-called laws, man. Right? Read.
Therefore, I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it.
Right? And the Lord is going to visit the iniquity. Hey, America think it's going to go on. Right? The Lord says He going to visit the iniquity of that land. Right? Read.
And the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants.
Right?
Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments.
Right?
And shall not commit any of these abominations.
Right?
Neither any of your own nation,
Right.
nor any stranger that sojourneth among you.
Read.
For all these abominations have the men of the land done,
Right.
which were before you, and the land is defiled, that the land spew not you out also, when ye defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you.
Right.
For whatsoever shall commit any of these abominations,
Right. Whosoever shall commit any of these abominations,
even the souls that commit them shall be cut off.
shall be what?
Shall be cut off
That's a death.
from among them, from among their people.
Right.
Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance,
Right.
that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs,
Right.
which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord your God.
All right, but Shema Mashiach Yahushua, right? Give me Leviticus chapter 10 and verse 10.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 10.
Bring it out.
And that ye may put difference between holy
Right.
and unholy.
That we may what?
Put difference between holy and unholy.
Right. You have to put a difference between what's holy and what's unholy. Read.
And between unclean and clean.
Right. And unclean and clean. Right. All these other nations are the unholy. Right. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Right. All these other nations are unclean. Right. Bring that up. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Right? The Lord has chosen you, so-called Negro, so-called Hispanics, and Native Americans, hey, to be a holy people. Right? Give me Leviticus, give me Exodus chapter 11 and 7.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Right?
For thou art unholy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
Right?
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right, so hey, the Most High has chosen us, the Israelites, to be a holy people, man. Right? And we ought to be separate from these other nations, man. That's what that word means, man.
Right.
Right? We can't be moving like how they move, man.
Right.
We have ordinances that we use to govern ourselves, man. Right? Bring that up.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 7.
Right?
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue
Right?
against man or beast,
Read.
that ye may know how that the Lord doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Hey, the Lord had put a difference between these Hamites and the Israelites, man. Right? So when we were dwelling in Egypt, man, right? Hey, and the Lord freed us out of Egypt, man. Hey, man, the Lord gave us the law, statutes, and commandments, man, so that we can discontinue from that filth that we was exercising while we was dwelling in their land, man, to govern ourselves, man. Right? To, what's the word I'm looking? To rehabilitate, man, ourselves spiritually, man. Right? And carnally as well, man. Right? And a lot of those abominable things, man, is what we learned from these other nations.
Correct.
Right? Now they talking about, oh, you can be born a homosexual. Now you got the gay gene. Right? You got the bati boy gene.
Right.
Right? That's madness. Right? Now your child can say, when I was I hear somebody say, oh, when I was an infant, I knew I was gay. I'm like, that's madness, man. Right? So the Lord says he put a difference between us and the Egyptians. Right? And we living in spiritual Egypt, right? So you don't want to get down as the Egyptians, right? Which is the modern day Egypt, right? Give me Exodus chapter 19 and verse 5. I'll close out with that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 19 and verse 5.
Right?
Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my commandment and my covenant,
Right?
then ye shall be a peculiar treasure
Right?
unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine.
Right?
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation.
Now a bunch of faggots.
And a holy nation.
Unclean people.
And a holy nation.
Hey, if we observe and keep these words which the Lord has given us, we're going to be a peculiar and holy people. Read.
These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
Right, and this is the words that we speaking to you today. The same words that the Lord gave us thousands of years ago are the same words we're going to tell you today, Israelite, man. Right, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native and Seminole Indians, man. Repent, come back to the Most High God, and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Word.
But with that, let's give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashima Mashiach wa Malak Yahushua. Kwame Yashua.
Kwame Yashua.
Kwame Yashua.
Kwame Yashua.
Kwame Yashua.
Kwame Yashua.
Ayy, said I want come test me. Pick two rap with a sling might lick off a med like a man from Jesse. Heard that they talking that big talk, lip off, which God, listen, don't vex me. I'ma stand for the Father perpetually, definitely big man, don't get chesty. Any weapon they form, don't stress me. Ayy, I'm an Israelite child, no destiny. Separated, he chose and select me. In his ring, he clothed and he dressed me. Look without him, my soul will be empty. To the Lord of the hosts, I confess thee. I don't do this for sport or for trendies. Disrespect, it'll only get messy. Yeah, they could never take hold of my faith. I'ma stand with my sword at the gate. Holiness to the Lord on the plate. See, your idols ain't holding no weight. I ain't here trying to hold no debate. See, my God ain't no soul to replace. Disrespecting a stone in your face. Look, you must be a fool to